What's up, everybody? This is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Monday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today, the Dallas Mavericks will be traveling to Massachusetts' state capital of Boston. And we'll be in the New England states in the 781. And we will be at the TD Garden, home of the Boston Celtics, 17-time NBA champion, as well as the Los Angeles Lakers. So, for our starting five for the Dallas Mavericks, they got Luka Doncic, Josh Richardson, Tim Hardaway Jr., Dorian Finney-Smith, and Dwight Powell. For the Boston Celtics, they got Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Tristan Thompson, and Daniel Theus. So without further ado, we'll see you at tip-off time. Here we are at the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts, as the Dallas Mavericks get the first possession of this basketball game. So Luka Doncic passes it to Dwight Powell, and he makes 2 points, a layup in the paint. So I'm going to pass it to Jaylen Brown, and I'm going to shoot this in for 3. And this will count for the Celtics as they now lead this 3-2 here in Boston. Josh Richardson, who has spent time with the Philadelphia 76ers, passes the ball to Luka Doncic, and we have a foul. And then Doncic, I think, is going to just run that in and get 2 points there. So this is going to be a 4-3 lead for the Mavs. And we got Jason Tatum. He's ready to shoot this in for 3. And this will be a 6-4 lead. So I thought for the next Boston Celtics video, we're going to do that Friday. And we'll be battling off the Los Angeles Lakers in Boston, because we already did one in LA. And now Jason Tatum makes a decent layup there and makes it in for 2 points, as it's now 8-7 here in Boston. And Luka Doncic is dribbling the ball. Could he possibly get a mid-range shot? And Marcus Smart gets a foul there. It's his first one of the game. So Boston leads this 8-7. And they're going to pass the ball to Doncic, and he makes a layup there for 2, and it's now 9-8 here in Boston. So I'm going to try to shoot this in for 3 with Tatum, and he makes this in. It's now 11-9 here in Boston, Massachusetts in the 781. Also the home of legendary Patriot Paul Revere, who was born in the Boston area in December of 1734. Now I'm going to pass the ball to Jason Tatum, and he's going to go up and he's going to dunk that in for 2 points as the Boston Celtics take the lead here at the TD Garden. So it's now 13-12. Luka Doncic loses the ball. Marcus Smart passes it to Tatum, and he's going to score 2 points there. So now this is going to be 15-12 here in Boston. 12 points for Jason Tatum. So he scored most of the team points for Boston. And I believe Jaylen Brown made a 3-pointer. And it's now tied in Boston. And I'm going to pass this off to Jaylen Brown and then Tristan Thompson, who just left the Cleveland Cavaliers not too long ago. And Jason Tatum shoots that one in for 3. And it's now 18-15 here in Boston. Doncic loses the ball, and Tatum dunks this in for 2, and it's now 20-15 here in the state of Massachusetts. And Doncic has the possession, and there is a foul. All right, now it's 20-17 here in Boston. Jason Tatum, he's going to go up, and he's going to dunk that in for 2. As it's now going to be 22-17 here in Boston, as Tatum and the Celtics lead this by 5. So Doncic here is going to shoot this one in for 3, and that will be counted for. So Dallas is catching up by 2 points. So if we want to take the lead a longer lead, so we have to shoot this in for 3 with Tatum, and we did. It's now 25-20. 8 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Doncic, however, is thinking about passing it, and I'm going to pass it to Tatum, and this will be the buzzer beater. And he actually makes it in, so now this is going to be 28-20 here at the TD Garden. We'll see you guys in the second quarter. All right, now it's 28-20 here in Boston. Jeff Teague, the former Atlanta Hawks and Minnesota Timberwolves player, makes that in for 2, as it's now 30-20. So 12 for 12 for Boston, 7 for 7 for Dallas. Both teams out of 100% here. As now Brunson loses the ball, Jason Tatum recovers the possession, and that's going to be a foul there. And it's on Dorian Finney-Smith. So Tatum is going to make this 3 throw. One of them will count. Will the next one count? Possibly. And he's going to make that in for 2. And it's now going to be 32-20 here in Boston. So now they lose the ball. Yay! The Celtics gain possession. I'm going to pass this off to Jason Tatum. And now Tatum is going to shoot this one in for 3, and that will count. So now this is going to be 35-20. Boston leading this by 15. So Trey Burke has possession. He loses the basketball. And Jeff Teague, the former T-Wolf, is going to get a 3 throw because Trey Burks had himself a foul. So Teague gets 1 point, and the next point it will be 37-20, and it is. All right, now we're back on the court. We got Jeff Teague as he's ready to score 2 points there. And the Mavericks get a foul, so this means Teague will go for a 3-throw attempt, and this will count. So the Mavericks just put in Tim Hardaway Jr. And then Josh Richardson passes it to Brunson, and then now he's going to pass it to Tim Hardaway Jr., and he will make this in for 3, as it's now 40-26. So I'm going to pass the ball to Javonte Green, and he's going to make this count for 3 points, and it's now going to be 43-26. Boston leading this by 17. So now Brunson's going to pass it to Keeber, and then Marjanovic, and then Brunson makes the layup there, as it's now 43-28 here in Boston. So Javonte Green, I'm going to do a crossover on him. Oh, we lose the ball. We lost the ball there, so now we get a foul, and it's on Jeff Teague. So Marjanovic is going to pass the ball to Keebler, and I don't think, and Doncic is back on the court, so Marjanovic makes a 2-pointer there, and it's now 43-30 here in and we intercepted off again to Josh Richardson, and Luka Doncic makes a dunk there. So now this is going to be 43-32. So now Javonte Green there is going to go in for 2 points, and it's now 45-32. The Celtics leading by 13. So now Luka Doncic, he's trying to find a way. Oh, and he lost the ball, then recovered, and then Doncic, he's wondering where to pass it to. He passes it to Marjanovic. Doncic passes it to Tim Hardaway Jr. This is going to be a 3-pointer, as it's now 45-35 here in Boston. And now Javonte Green is going to go up and score 2 points there. So now 47-35, the Celtics leading by 12. Doncic, however, gets an attempt at the 3-throw line after Jeff Teague made the foul. It was a reach-in, so gotta watch out for that. Doncic, by the way, misses the first one. And Doncic makes the second one. So now 21 seconds remain. I'm going to pass it to Jaylen Brown. And Jaylen Brown is going to make that in for three. And it's now 50-36 here in Boston. So Doncic loses the ball, picks it back up. And he's figuring where is he going to pass this to. And I'm thinking Josh Richardson, he's going to make that in for three. And it's now 50-39 as I'm going to pass it off to Jaylen Brown. And that's halftime here. The Celtics lead it 50-39. All right, now it's 50-39 here in Boston. As now Marcus Smart is going to shoot this points in for three. And it's now 53-39. Boston leads it by 14, and it was blocked. So Marcus Smart, and then I'm going to pass it to Javonte Green. Makes this in for three. No, two. Javonte Green has 9 points on this game, 4 for 4 in the field goal. And Doncic loses the ball, and he's going to make this. And he recovers, and he makes it in for three. So it's now 55-42 here in Boston. So now Javonte Green is going to shoot this one in for three, as it's now going to be 58-42 here in Boston. So Doncic, he's trying to pass it to Dorian Finney-Smith, and then Doncic, he makes a backwards layup, and Javonte Green made the foul. 23 points for Doncic in this episode. 8 for 8 for field goals, so that's really impressive by Doncic. He's like, oh, and he misses that free throw shot after getting the foul. So now Jaylen Brown is going to make a decent layup there. So it's now 60-44 here in Boston. So Josh Richardson's going to pass it to Doncic, and he makes a layup there. And it's now 60-46. Boston leading by 14. So I'm going to pass this to Jaylen Brown, and he's going to go up. And he's going to shoot it in for two. So it's now 68-46 with only 55 seconds in the third quarter remain here in Boston. So Marjanovic and Brunson makes a decent layup there. And it's now going to be 68-48. So I'm going to pass the ball to Jason Tatum here. And Tatum's going to go up, and he's going to make a decent yet nice layup there. So he knows when to shoot the ball, when to lay up. Make a layup there, and there's going to be another foul. And this is Tatum's second one on the game. So, that being said, I mean, he did score 30 points in the first and second quarters, yes. Has he scored more? Definitely. And now Trey Burke is going to pass it to Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's now 51-70. So I'm going to pass the ball to Tatum. Oh, it was almost tipped. He almost lost the ball there that time. So it's now 72-51 here in Boston. So now Trey Burke, he's going to shoot this. He's going to try to make this in. And there is a foul there. So we'll see you guys in the fourth quarter. And to end the third quarter here, Jason Tatum knocked down a three. And it will be 77-53. The Celtics leading this by 24. All right, now Trey Burke has possession of the basketball. And he's dribbling his way. And he's going to pass it to Josh Richardson. And Trey Burke, he's going to shoot this one in for three. And it's now going to be 77-56. The Celtics here are still winning this game by 21. So I'm going to pass it to Jason Tatum. And he's going to go up. And he's going to make a layup. So it's now 79-56. Tatum has 44 points. All right, now, so I'm going to pass the ball to Marcus Smart. And then Jason Tatum is going to go up. And he's going to dunk this in for the team's 81st point of the game. So Boston is now leading this by 23. If they make the free throw there, that will count. So it's an extra point for Boston. So it's now 82-59. Doncic here. He's dribbling the ball. He's going to pass it to Josh Richardson. And then Doncic, he's going to shoot this in for three. And it's now 82-62. So I got Jeff Teague on my team. And he's going to go up. And he's going to shoot this in for two. As it's now going to be 84. So both teams have been really good when it came to field goal tries here. Both at 100. So that's really, really decent. And Dwight Powell makes a nice layup there that time. So it's now 84-64. So what do I do now? I'm going to pass it to Jason Tatum. So Tatum, he's going to make this in. And it's now 87-64. So Celtics lead by 23. Dorian Finney-Smith, he's going to go up and makes a decent layup there. So it's now 87-66. So Boston here is taking a 21-point lead. So Teague, it's going to be blocked. Doncic, however, has possession of the basketball. And that will be a foul. So your New Balance player of the game is Jason Tatum for the Celtics. And I'll explain more about that when we get into statistics. But now we have the possession. And now Jaylen Brown, he's going to pass it to Pitchard. And I'm going to pass it to Brown. And then he's going to shoot this in for three. As it's now 93-69. Celtics leading this by 24. So the Celtics are rocking green here in Boston. So there's a foul. All right, now it is 93-70. So will Tatum make this 95-70? Yes, he will. But there is a foul, which we get another opportunity at the free throw. And we do make it. So it's not 96-70. Boston leading this by 22 points. And now there's a foul. All right, now 30 seconds remain. And now Jason Tatum, he's doing part ways to shoot this in for two. And it's now going to be 98-71. Can they make the triple pointer? All right, now we got 17 seconds left. Javonte Green, he's going to go up and he's going to shoot this in for two, and it's now 100-71 here in Boston. So the Celtics are your winners. They're going to pass it to Green, and there's a foul. All right, now there's 4 seconds remain. Tatum, he's going to shoot this in. And that will count as a buzzer beater, as it's now 103-73. The Boston Celtics win it here in the TD Garden over the Dallas Mavericks. Final score 103-73, and we'll see you at statistics. All right, now Jason Tatum had 58 points, 3 steals on the day with 4 dunks. Javonte Green had 17 points, 1 assist, 1 assist on the day. Jaylen Brown had 16 points on the day. Jeff Teague had 9 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal on the day. Marcus Smart had 3 points, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Luka Doncic had 28 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists, and a dunk. Jalen Brunson had 9 points on the day with 1 assist. Dorian Finney-Smith had 8 points, 2 assists on the day. And Josh Richardson had 6 points, 5 assists, and 1 steal. That wraps it up, everybody, and we'll show you the next matchup. Tomorrow's matchup will be the Philadelphia 76ers traveling to Atlanta to take on the Atlanta Hawks. That wraps it up, everybody.